Alright, hello everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the GFW. We are back to our single show per episode format. Explosion already happened. I didn't really recap that because there's no point. It's a B show. If I happen to go through it, I go through it. If I don't, whatever happens. We have 14 segments to get through, so it's quite a big impact. A lot of storyline development happening this episode. So let's get right into it. I wanted to do this all in one sitting, both the booking and the recording, so I don't forget any note from the booking. So let's start this show right now. We open the show with LAX bragging about last week having taken out Conan, nope, not Conan, EC3 for Penta. Penta is not there with them. EC3 comes out and says, if you took me out for Penta last week, then why is he not with you? And I want to see him tonight. So by the end of tonight, you better have Pentagon. You better have produced Pentagon. So he's daring LAX. He's basically saying, you don't have Pentagon with you. You didn't tame Pentagon. Pentagon just fucking doesn't care about you. Basically, that's what he's saying to LAX. And LAX promises that by the end of the show, they will produce Pentagon for EC3. Then we had Jade and Marty Bell defeat Candice LeRae and Ali by pinfall on Ali with an STO, followed by a segment where Rosemary taunts the dollhouse, basically saying, I've already gone through, well, technically 3 of you, considering, that Rosemary has beaten Taryn Terrell, who is not with us anymore. She left the company. Basically, she says, the Hive will have no problem beating not Rosemary, Awesome Kong. Austin Aries then comes out and says he doesn't want to wait until Victory Road and calls out Liger and clearly a scrawny white man in a Liger cosplay. It just very clearly comes out. Everyone can see that is not Jushin Liger, basically. And Austin Aries defeats this fake Liger by submission with a Horns of Aries in 44 seconds. Then Ishimori comes out and says he has seen enough of Aries mocking a legend, making a mockery out of a Japanese wrestler who has been in this business longer than Austin Aries has been able to count. Well, Ishimori doesn't say that like that. Ishimori says that like Ishimori would say that. He doesn't sound like me. But Austin Aries says, well, if you think you can shut me up, I'd be more than happy to have you take on the Grand Open Challenge. And Austin Aries does the Grand Open Challenge, this time for real, on Ishimori. In 11:33, he taps Ishimori out to the Horns of Aries. 2 wins by submission in one night. Austin Aries right here, pulling double duty. Then we have the freestyle segment that I called hashtag Dick in Real Life. The reason for that is the segment is Braxton Sutter comes out, calls out Chuck Taylor because last week he tried to welcome Chuck Taylor to the company and to the X Division, and Chuck Taylor just poured coffee on him. So he wants to call out Chuck Taylor. So Chuck Taylor walks out, championship in hand, sunglasses on. He slowly makes his way to the ring. He looks Braxton Sutter dead in the eyes. He knocks the microphone from Braxton Sutter's hand, walks back through the ropes, backstage, and he just doesn't say anything to Braxton Sutter, and that is the end of the segment. I guess Chuck Taylor really is a dick in real life. Then in a bout that had great wrestling and decent reaction from the crowd, Stevens and Moose defeated High Impact by submission on Matt Sydal. High Impact seemed to be bickering quite a bit during this match. I don't know what's going to become of this team. Then we have Abyss and Lashley evening out the playing field for the segment, for EC3 later tonight. They take out Ortiz and Santana. Also a payback for, last week them having taken out Abyss. Then in, oddly, our main event, Trevor Lee versus Kota Ibushi. Kota Ibushi defeats Trevor Lee with a Phoenix Plex, and then after the match, the Golden Lovers try to beat up Lee, but Andrew Everett makes the save for Lee, and this will complete the turn in the gimmick change. And this will also turn Andrew Everett. So Andrew Everett and Trevor Lee are now baby faces. And EC3 comes out and says, show's almost over. There's nothing else scheduled for the show, so I will hijack these final moments of the show so that LAX can produce Penta right now. He wants to know if Penta really is with LAX, and we see LAX sort of fumbling around. They don't know what they're gonna do. They clearly don't know where Penta is, or if they can produce him. And when they're just about to give up, the lights go out. They come back on. Cero Miedo in 7 days appears on the screen, and it looks like in 7 days, next episode of Impact, we will have Dark Pentagon back for the first time ever in over a month. So we can't wait to see that. But until then, I will end the show. Continue. Since this is Thursday, well, now Friday, the 4th week of March, I will also be moving on to the end of the month, seeing if anything important happens. Hopefully this doesn't freeze. I'll probably have to jump cut. Oh, maybe not. Christopher Daniels is leaving Ring of Honor apparently, so he will be joining Impact. Not covered. Whoops. How about everything except house shows? Fine. Alright. So we're going to try to get him to join Impact. And Ray Phoenix is joining us apparently. We have a 0.61 TV rating for Impact Wrestling. I do want to fix Ray Phoenix. Ray, you are a face, yeah. Autopush. Cool. Explosion is in 6 days. I will be making a jump cut to the end of the month, and I will see you at that point. Alright, and it's the beginning of April, which means that March has come and gone. WWE has offered a contract to AJ Styles. I could, for the shits and giggles, I can't. I was gonna say that I could, but I can't. Never mind. For shits and giggles, I was gonna offer just fucking cheap ass paper appearance deal. So let's look at WrestleMania 34, and oh boy. Yeah, that was definitely a show. I must have forgotten to renew Desmond Xavier's contract. That is it. Whoops. Right, so Noah have made offers to Aaron Stevens and Jake Hager. We have finished first everywhere. Cool. I need to check what these offers are. It appears that Aaron Stevens has rejected Noah. And, okay, so we will be shifting our contract offer. Okay, cool. Because I don't want to lose people to touring deals, but also I don't want to pay more for Jake Hager. I feel like he's not worth that. Did this not just get founded? Did this company not just get founded? Why are you being hostile now? Now, who are you? Who even are you? Seriously, who are you? Spotlight Wrestling Federation, owned by Mike Quackenbush in fucking Southeast Europe. Who's based in Southeast Europe? Who is based in Europe in general? Central Europe. I wish I could specify that I wanted Southeast Europe. But it doesn't look like there's specific Southeast Europe folk. Like there's Eastern Europe and Central Europe, Scandinavia, Italy, France, Siberia, Central Europe. So you get Eastern Europe, and that's it, I guess. She looks cool. Cindy Sanders looks cool. Just wanted to say that. Alright, so basically they're being rude to us, which means that we will try to screw them over at every chance that we get. So you brought this upon yourself, Spotlight Wrestling Federation. I will be trying to kill you very, very soon. We made a loss. Where? Production? Miscellaneous. Was this the month that I bought a company out? Was this the month that I did that? I feel like this was the month that there we go, yeah. I bought Chikara, my bad. That makes sense, yeah. That makes perfect sense. Alright. That'll do it for this episode, though. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, leave a like, let me know what you think in the comments, subscribe if you want to see more, and I'll see you in whatever I upload next.